Hello students, we are going to see now graphical interpretation and geometrically representing linear inequations on the graph, that means in xy plane, and we also find out the half planes in which we can shade the solution region and we can indicate the solution graphically for any given inequations. Okay, let's see that how to represent a linear equation graphically. So we are going to see graphical solutions of linear equation, taking some examples. By that way it will be more clear to you. So here, if I have been given any linear equation in this form, that ax plus by plus c is greater or equal than 0, or less than or equal than 0, or simply greater than 0 or less than 0. If any inequation is given in this format, where this part is linear in 2 variable or it can be in 1 variable, it depends on a, b, c. If they are any one of the a or b is 0, so it will be converted into 1 variable. So where a, b, c are some constants, they belong to some real number. So such expression which are given, how to plot them graphically and how to get the solution for this inequation. So let's see that. We are going to take one example, and if any such equation is given, first we take one variable equation. For example, we have been given x is greater than minus 3. Suppose this kind of situation we have to represent it graphically in xy plane. Okay, if it is given that represent it graphically in xy plane or solve graphically in xy plane, so how to solve this in xy plane? So let's see that. First of all, you know that x is equal to 3 line, you know that how to plot it. In class 10th already you have been familiar that x is equal to 3 line is that line which passes through 3, 0 coordinate and parallel to y-axis. So let's indicate this line first. Since it is having the inequality here but equality is not with that, so that line will be representing but in dotted form in the xy plane. So let's see here, coordinate we are taking the coordinate which is having x-axis horizontal and y-axis as a vertical line. Here we have to represent a line which is x is equal to minus 3 line. So that line is this line. If we take one box as one unit, so it is 1, it is 2 and it is 3 on the negative x-axis. So this is the point which is minus 3, 0. So the line which we want to plot, that is parallel to y-axis passing from this point 3, 0. So that line will be going to pass like this, and that is dotted. So we are going to indicate it in dotted way. Dotted in the sense that inequality is not having the equality with it. So that means the points of this line is not included in that half plane. What is half plane? Whenever you draw on this line, so this whole Cartesian plane, this xy plane has been divided into two parts. One part which is on this side of this line, one part which is on this side of this line. Now we have to check that which part is the solution region. What is solution region? We will be checking it, and this line which we have just plotted, this line which is going to indicate this dotted expression, that is x is equal to minus 3. So we have to check that which side we have the solution region. So any coordinate in any of the side you can choose. The best way is that to choose this origin point which is 0, 0 and substitute this origin into the given inequality. What we have been given the inequality? We have been given the inequality that x is greater than minus 3. In this inequality, if we are going to substitute 0, 0, that means in place of x and y we put 0, 0. So in this inequality, what we get when we put x is equal to 0, so we get here 0 is greater than minus 3. So you can see that this is a true statement. If we substitute the coordinate and if we get the true statement, that means that coordinate 0, 0 is satisfying this inequality. That means solution region is in that side where the origin is included. That means this part, this side is your solution region. So we are going to indicate it by giving a small shading for that. So we indicate the solution region by giving a shading that half plane which is containing that coordinate which is satisfying. Okay, so this particular shading is representing the solution region. In case if we have checked this coordinate and it is not satisfying, that means it is giving the wrong statement in the inequation substitution. So that means this is not the solution region. So opposite side we are going to shade the half plane this side. So this way we indicate the graphical interpretation or representation or solving the one variable inequation graphically like this. Now we are going to choose how to solve a two variable inequation graphically. Okay, so suppose we have been given a two variable inequation. Suppose that is x plus 2y greater or equal than 10. So this is one of the two variable equation for which we are going to solve it graphically. Solve this graphically. Okay, so if graphically we have to solve this x plus 2y greater or equal than 10. So how to indicate it in the graph? First of all, this you represent as a linear equation, as this inequation we have converted in equation and we plotted a line with respect to this. But this line we have plotted in dotted way, you can see, because this was not having the equality with it. If it is having equality sign also, then we are going to not put the dot here only. We are going to get the complete line without dots. So here, since it is having the equality as well as with the inequality, so we are going to get the line for this, and that line we plot just as you have done in class 10th linear equation graph plotting. So how to plot that? First we express this equation into x upon a plus y upon b is equal to 1 type. What way we have to express it? We have to express this equation in this format: x upon a plus y upon b is equal to 1. If we express any such equation in this form, which is called intercept form, so this gives you a and b such numbers which are representing the intercepts on a and intercept on x-axis and y-axis. So we can easily indicate that line without doing much calculation. So first you express this given inequation in this form. So what it will give you when we divide by 10 both sides, because we have to make the RHS as 1. So it will give you x upon 10, this x upon 10 plus y upon 5, because it is 2y upon 10 will give you y upon 5 and greater or equal than 1. So this is the inequation which we are getting. So what is your A? A is 10. What is your B? B is your 5. That means this line is passing through 10, 0 and 0, 5. That means this is the point situated on x-axis and this is the point situated on y-axis. So these are intercepts on x and y. So we got 2 points and 2 points are sufficient to plot a line. So we are going to indicate these two intercepts on the coordinate system and we get this line graphically. So let's indicate where the 10, 0 is that. If we see this x-axis, so here it is 1. It is, if we take here, suppose that one box has 1 unit, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 is going here. Okay, so this is your 10, 0. That means x intercepts is 10 and y intercept which is 5. So we take here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is your 0, 5. So this point suppose it is A and this point suppose it is B. So we join this point A and B. So this will give a line which we expect. So what is that line which we are going to draw? So that line is this one which is joining the point A and B. So that line will be simply going to be drawn like this. Okay, which you can extend both sides. And this side also. Okay, so this is the line which I have drawn. This is the line which you can say that this is x plus 2y is equal to 10. This is the line which is dividing this whole xy plane into two half plane. Half plane means this whole xy plane is divided into two regions. One region is this side of this line and one region is this side of this line. So we have to check that which region is the solution region for this given inequation. So take any one coordinate, either this side or this side. So if best one is that we choose the coordinate of origin, and to check that whether this origin is included in the solution region of this line or it is excluded. So when we substitute this 0, 0 into the given inequality which is given to us, what that inequality is, that is x plus 2y greater or equal than 10. If we substitute here x and y 0, 0, so here it will be 0 and 2 times 0 will be also 0 and it is greater or equal than 10. You see that whether it is true statement or false, you know that 0 plus 0 will be 0, which is representing here greater than 10. You know that 0 is not greater than 10. 0 must be less than 10. So it is a false statement. False statement we are getting. That means here this point 0, 0 is not included in the solution region. That means this side, this half plane is not the solution region for this given inequality. So we will be shading the opposite region. That means just this one will be your solution region, and that we can shade this way, like this. So we are giving the shading for this inequation which has been given to us. So this is the solution region which we have shaded just, okay, for this given inequation x plus 2y is greater or equal than 10. So in case if multiple such lines are given within the same xy plane, you can plot their solution region, and whatever their common region will come, that will be the system, that will be the solution of system of linear inequalities, which we see one or two more questions in detail with the how to solve a system of linear inequation in the next class or next video. Till that time, you please practice some more questions like this to improve your understanding about the linear inequations. So thank you all.